Toda. And I say good evening, good morning, good night from wherever you're watching. I welcome us once again to our late night conversation as we continue to educate, enlighten, and tell us reasons why the Yorubas are now ready to exit a country that has been known for 61 years as Nigeria. Mo kí gbogbo wa pé ẹ káalẹ́, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́, ẹ kú àṣálẹ́ níbikíbi tí aago bá lù ní agbègbè yín lọ́hùn. Orúkọ tèmi kò tí ì yí padà, òun ni ẹ mọ̀ sí Ọláyọmí Kóìkì tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí KOIKIMEDIA. Mo fi kíkí tàlàáfíà tí àwọn ní Mùsùlùmí á sọ pé Sàlámù Aleikum. Mo fi kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa níbikíbi tí Ọlọ́run ọba bá ti ní kẹ́tù darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní òru èní. A kí yín pé ẹ kú òǹgbẹ adẹ̀kú àbájá ti tàná nítorí pé èní ní 19 April 2022, 9 or thereabout 10 minutes past midnight. Mo fi kíkí àlàáfíà, mo fi kí àwọn Kristẹni ní gbogbo ibikíbi tí olúkálukú bá wà. Mo ń fi kíkí àlàáfíà ni mo fi ń kí yín. Àmú kan pé ká má gbàgbé kan. Mo wá kí gbogbo àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe wa. Ihun táwọn baba ńlá wa ti ń ṣe kó tó bí wa for thousands of years kó tó di pé ẹ̀sìn Mùsùlùmí àti Kristẹni ó wọlé wá bá wa. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó ti ní ihun tá ti ń ṣe táláyé kó dáyé. Ó ní ihun tí wọ́n ń ṣe tí wọ́n fi ń béèrè ọ̀nà tí wọ́n kì í fi ń ṣìnà. Ó ní bá ṣe ń ṣèjọba wa kó tó di pé àwọn òyìnbó dé tó wá kó wa lẹ́rú. Ó ní bí Elédùmarè bó ṣe ń tọ́ wa sọ́nà tí à ń gbé tó dẹ̀ ń jẹ́ fún wa. Ó ní bí àwọn bàbá wa àtàwọn ìyá wa lọ́jọ́ náà lọ́hùn. Ó ní bí wọ́n ti ṣe ń ṣe ilẹ̀ tí ilẹ̀ fi ń dá wọn lóhùn. Wọ́n kúrò níbi tó wà, àwa la máa pè wọ́n nítorí pé ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ dé báyìí àti Mùsùlùmí àti Kristẹni àti àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe gbogbo wa náà ni ọ̀rọ̀ kàn níbi tí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà dé báyìí. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ á máa rò pé ihun tí à ń torí ẹ̀ sọ pé ká yà kúrò nínú ìlú tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Nàìjíríà, bóyá torí pé ká lè gbé ẹ̀sìn ìṣẹ̀ṣe ká gbé lé àwọn Kristẹni àti Mùsùlùmí lórí. Àmọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ nítorí pé tá bá wò lọ tá bá wò bọ̀ àti Kristẹni àti Mùsùlùmí àti oníṣẹ̀ṣe gbogbo wa náà ni ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kàn. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa sọ pé látìgbà tí wọ́n ti pe ìlú ní Nàìjíríà kò sẹ́ni tí nǹkan kan ì tí kàn nínú Nàìjíríà. Kódà a ti rí ibi tí àwọn ọmọ oníṣẹ̀ṣe gan ráyè lọ sí school, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Kristẹni àti Mùsùlùmí. Politics kọ́ ni Yorùbá nation. It is not politics. It is the independence of the Yoruba people to where we were before 1914, because the Yoruba have been in existence for thousands of years before the British decided to amalgamate it in 1914. But ká tó máa gbé ìgbésẹ̀ lọ sínú ètò tí agbamita lẹ́yìn, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ àsíá wa. Àwa padà wá. We will deliberate. We will give you a lot of reasons again tonight why, if we do not leave Nigeria and the terrorists, whether it's ISWAP, Boko Haram, the agenda to Islamize Nigeria, if this eventually happen, you will be surprised that countries around the world will recognize them, they will do business with them, they would be also given opportunity just as British government is saying to Taliban that we will give you 3 conditions should we want to work with you and allow you to be part of engagement with the British government. What are the 3 conditions that the British government is giving Taliban? One of them says, safe passage for those that wants to leave the country. Number 2, respect rights of women and girls. And number 3, country from becoming the incubator of terrorists. Ǹjẹ́ tí àwọn agenda àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ Islamize Nigeria, ǹjẹ́ tá agenda wọn bá bọ́ sí, ǹjẹ́ àwọn condition yìí náà ni British government máa sọ fún wọn láti lè fi máa bá wọn ṣe? Do you know that as of today, countries have already have relationship with the Taliban government? 2 countries refused to close their embassy as of today, the 19th of April 2022. Those 2 countries are China and Russia. So that means that if Yoruba land, Biafra land, and the Middle Belt, and the northern part of the country known as Nigeria today, should these fall into the hands of the terrorists on a full control, do we know that countries will recognize them and they'll probably be asking for seats at the United Nations? This is the reason why Eyomo Yoruba, tí ẹ bá mọ̀ condition tó máa fún àwọn terrorists láre ni mo ti kà síta. You might not want to live in that country anymore. They would have to allow you to exit. They will probably ask for the right of women and girls and then probably say, do not allow the most important country then that would have been overthrown, the one that we have now, to use it as a incubator for the terrorist hotspot. Let's start the program with our own anthem. A very good morning once again. 16 minutes past 12 midnight.
Which is it for you, Dr. Obadiah? Do you think the government is unwilling or unable to protect the people of Southern Kaduna?
In fact, it is not only unable, it is unwilling, and we have good reason to feel that they are part and parcel of the killers. Let me make some revelations to you.
That's a very big allegation, Dr. Obadiah. The government is part and parcel of the killers.
Yes.
That's big.
Yes. Okay, how will the government just say, oh, it is revenge killing and so on? Then you leave it there. Oh, because it is revenge killing and so on and so forth. The body language of this administration, the body language of the state government shows clearly that they have a hand in the killings. No doubt about it. Because, you see, General Abacha, and people don't give him his due. Do you think you would have tolerated such nonsense? And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders, one or two who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown, moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria.
May his soul rest in perfect peace. That was the late Dr. Malafia Obadia. He died last year, and we so much believe that he was killed because of what he revealed and what he knows. As I speak to you right now, one of the military barracks in Borno State is under current attack by ISWAP, just as so many of them across the country. But before we go into the conversation tonight, I would like to remind us that we must continue to say this every time we remember it as much as possible, because that is the only way we can remind ourselves that our land and our people are in danger. But because we so much believe that no matter how the danger will be, let us always remember, may God protect our land. May God bless Yoruba nation. May God bless the Biafra nation, and may God bless the Biafran people. May God bless the Arewa nation and the Arewa people. But one thing is, if we do not leave Nigeria now and the country eventually fall completely into the hands of the terrorists that have now decided that Nigeria belongs to them, and doesn't matter whether we are Yoruba, the indigenous people, or there are other ethnic groups as well in there, then we will be in a big mess. But I am saying to us now that the quicker everybody understand the current dilemma, the situation where we are at the moment, Nigeria is completely at the verge of breakup, and it will break. It doesn't matter how and when. The country is going through its final lap, and my job as a media organization and one of the believer of the self-determination movement is to remind all the Yorubas and the non-Yorubas that are living in Nigeria, you can continue to live in denial. You can continue to argue that Nigeria will become like Great Britain and America and other countries across the globe. But what you are not told is that Nigeria is now falling into the hands of the most deadliest terrorist group in the world. But one thing is, should Nigeria fall into this category completely after they've overthrown the government of the day, other countries will recognize it, and they would also lobby to become a new nation that will then, you will decide whether you want to live inside or not. If you don't want to live in it, you will be given opportunity to leave the country. But while all this is happening, like I said, we are now in danger. The danger of where our own people are trapped inside Nigeria. And we must do everything as quickly as possible to secure ourselves, protect ourselves, so that the situation that we are currently facing would also mean that we can then say we don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. You can say that it doesn't concern you, as a lot of people will say, pé kò kàn mí rárá, because I am secure far away in about 4,000, 6,000 miles, depending on wherever you are. But one thing we've got to remember is we all have family back in that contraction, and we must encourage them to become more vigilant. Our territory is no longer safe. Our land is being moved by the terrorists that will eventually want to conquer if we do not do anything now. But what are we going to do is the question tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ máa béèrè pé kí la lè ṣe. Part of what we can do is what we are doing now, to bring back our conscious mind that this has nothing to do with the political party currently in the contraction you call Nigeria. You might be thinking that it's not going to happen, but there's a lot of evidence based that the country known as Nigeria today is falling apart every blessed day. Don't expect the international media to tell you this. Don't expect the community of nations to give you this information that Nigeria is now at the verge of collapse. Whether you agree now or disagree, it's just a matter of when. There is genocide going on in Olu, in the southeast of Nigeria as we speak right now. The military that is meant to be fighting to protect the citizens that are moving around the country is now using their machineries, their terrorists in the uniform, to continue to invade the Igbo land and also kill as many people as possible. If you're expecting the mainstream media outside to talk about this, they are so engaged and busy that they will not do so right now. But my job as KOIKIMEDIA is to tell you that Nigeria now is at the verge of breakup. We will go straight to listen to this, our brother, and then we will come back again and take a little bit of time to look at the write-up and the topic. The Yoruba must now remain extremely focused. We must not lose our focus. Our control of the Yoruba land is what concerns us. Whatever is happening within their political terrain and whatever they are doing has nothing to do with us. We must not assume that the politicians are not also preparing for plan B. Should things go the other way around, they will run away out of Nigeria. And there is a lot of evidence to that as well. But what we can say to those at home is, be prepared and have it at the back of your mind that ISWAP, Boko Haram, Bandit, they are all one. And they are waiting for signal. They are waiting for the right time to invade the whole territory known as the Yoruba land and the other territory. You might disagree with me. You might say it's never going to happen. You don't know what is behind the curtains. You might assume that you have a government that will defend and protect you. You might assume that you have a president that the wife does no longer live in Nigeria and live far away in Dubai. You might think that you know that the government will be there to secure you. But one thing is, you will be so wrong because there is no government. The military architect of Nigeria has totally collapsed, and they are only waiting for the signal to when the invasion of our land will come true. If you have ourselves to be blamed by distracting ourselves from a lot of things that is happening, a lot of rumor, rather than our eyes to be completely wide open so that should anything occur, we will be prepared and determine how we move forward. But fọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tí ọ̀rọ̀ ò bá yé níbi tí a ti ń bọ́rọ̀ bọ̀ látẹ̀ǹkan, òun ni pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín máa sọ pé kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ á ní kò ní wáyé. But we can tell you that it will happen because even the countries that we know, like Afghanistan, as other countries as well, Nigeria, there's no doubt, you now have the invasion that is now under a final stage. Whether it's about the 2023 that you are more concerned or about the security of our land, you would decide which one is the most priority to you. You are being told to get a PVC, but how do you get a PVC when the terrorists are just waiting for when they will eventually unleash havoc? Wherever you are, it doesn't make any difference to these terrorists that doesn't know whether you are children, whether you are adults. I could see that Nigerians are more concerned about so many things, which I can agree. But our concern to you and to those of you that can have opportunity to listen to us is, there is a danger. The danger is just waiting. When, I don't know. How soon, we know it's getting closer on a daily basis. You might say that you have a system from the international community that will come and rescue us when the time comes. But do you know that the international community are so busy, are so engaged with so many other things, and this is what they have to tell us some few months back. This, I believe you love CNN. This video I'm about to play came from that particular channel.
Complete solidarity against this outrage against what happened in Paris, vis-a-vis what we see in Nigeria, which is truly not, it should not be surprising. Look, what's happening in Nigeria is barbarous. It's horrible. I mean, it's complete madness, yet it's not a priority. The United States unilaterally could do almost anything it needs to do. It would be a long-term effort, but it could be done. And the United States has the capability. All the elements of power, we have those.
So why not?
It's not a priority. That's the problem. We are committed elsewhere in the world. Black West Africa is not a priority. Very stark, very hard to say, but that's the case right now.
Well, that's the case right now. We are not a priority, and we can never be a priority, because as far as the concern of the American is, as long as the terrorist doesn't get to America, it doesn't get to Great Britain, it doesn't get to any other countries around the world, we are not priority. Let's watch this video. We'll come back again.
Welcome. My name is Sheyi Adesoye. This broadcast is titled The Yoruba Country of My Dream. Now, every country that attained greatness started by laying a foundation. The foundations were not laid by politicians, not at all. They were laid by patriots, visionaries, critical thinkers, selfless leaders, and not selfish dealers. A few examples readily comes to mind. Singapore, a small fishing community in the 60s, now a paradise in just less than 60 years. Ghana, Togo, Republic of Benin, our next door neighbors, enjoy uninterrupted supply of power year in, year out. South Africa, with a population of a little over 61 million in 2021, has a total electricity generation capacity of over 58,000 megawatts from all sources. Just to mention but a few. While Nigeria, the self-acclaimed giant of Africa, still struggles to attain 4,000 megawatts. The Yoruba race, yes, my race, no doubt a blessed race, naturally endowed, the glory of the black race, has for over 60 years struggled to be truly great and to attain greatness, in spite of all that the Almighty has blessed us with. Our glory and destiny has almost been destroyed. Our steady growth and development in the Western region, way back in the 50s and 60s, has deliberately been impeded. Quota system has been used to destroy our brilliant youths from achieving their academic dreams. Hence, destroying their destinies. Federal character has been used to increase joblessness of our people, leading to myriads of social ills and brain drain of our professionals who have spent so many years in training. Today, our people can no longer go to farms, as terrorists created by El-Rufai and his master, Muhammadu Buhari, would not allow them. Bandits, they call them, kill, rape, young and old. They abduct for ransom, and in some cases, kill their abductees, even after collecting ransoms. Our highways are no longer safe, not even the shortest travel distance. All forms of transportation are no longer safe. Our roads and other infrastructures in the Southwest have become shadows of what they used to be. No thanks to the British and the Fulani oligarchy, and of course the willing tools in the Southwest, who are their collaborators, who parade themselves as political dealers. They are the monarchs, the obas, some religious leaders, and opinion leaders. I yearn, I crave, I thirst and hunger for a Yoruba country where the foundation will be built on truth by leaders and not dealers who are focused and selfless. With passion and compassion, who are sensitive to the plight of the common and less privileged in the society. I crave for a Yoruba country where those who engage in politics will not be mediocres, self-serving, and focusless. Where our anthem will not just be a chorus that politicians sing for pleasure, as was done at the just concluded APC National Convention in Abuja, where Southwest politicians sang it as a chorus. my fellow Yoruba brothers and sisters. A Yoruba country is the only solution to save our race from extinction by the Fulani terrorists and to restore our glory and dignity. The following are the benefits that our Yoruba country will offer that Nigeria will never be able to offer us, as put together by the Yoruba Frontier Movement, YFM. 1. Yoruba will be our official language. 2. Quota system and federal character, which the Fulanese have used to destroy the educational aspirations of our brilliant youths and to prevent us from getting gainful employment, will be a thing of the past. 3. Free social welfare will be provided for our younger and senior citizens. 4. Qualitative education at all levels for all Yoruba citizens. 5. Equal justice and equity for everyone on Yoruba land will be in our constitution. 6. Good health care system will be for all Yorubas. 7. Special care for the physically challenged and disabled citizens of a Yoruba country. 8. There will be massive employment creation for all Yoruba citizens. 9. There will be stable electricity, as other forms of energy generation will also be harnessed. 10. The Yoruba currency will be as strong as other currencies in the world. 11. The Yoruba international passport will be valued and respected all over the world. 12. Above all, to be able to achieve all of this, truth will be established as the foundation to be upheld by the government at all levels and, of course, by all citizens. Let me end by appreciating our leaders and everyone who is genuinely committed to this struggle. Let us log on to OMINIRAYORUBA2022.org to sign the petition and to encourage our people to do same. Let us also prepare towards the Osun and Ekiti court cases to stop the elections as well. God bless the Yoruba race.
So, adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bàbá wa tí wọ́n bá wa ṣe fídíò yẹn. You can do yours as well. 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. We must all now do whatever we can and say that will be used as part of our awareness fún àwọn èèyàn wa nílé. Ẹ má dúró pé ó dìgbà tí mídíà bá